Hello guys! Welcome back sa Let's Play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Sorry guys kung kakabalik ko lang kasi ang dami ko rin ginawa Tinapos ko muna yung mga schoolworks ko. Ngayon medyo nakakaluwag na ako Kaya not bad. Sige, habang papunta tayo kay Randvi, quick recap lang. Yung East Anglia, nakuha na natin loob nila. Tapos, meron tayong isang kaduo na gusto sumali sa atin. Yun lang.
Rowan, Holger, why all this shouting?
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Robbed is a pointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course.
Wow.
From the beginning.
Ginamit na rin yung upuan.
Please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood?
Okay.
Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom to make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovy's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafu's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Grabe.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of...
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafu's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Pwedeng umulit. Nagpe-painting nga siya.
I needed
Okay.
the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed my...
You clipped Alfgafu's tail to the rump without asking.
It was
Okay.
early. I did not wish to wake you.
Okay.
Thank you, Holger.
Isa pa kay Rowan naman.
Rowan, tell me your version of...
As you are aware,
Okay, neighbor
Holger
sila.
and I are neighbors.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point, I
Okay.
greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Hallgeir stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Hallgeir, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he...
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see?
Okay.
Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for...
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
Try ko ako ano meron.
I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen.
Si Rowan.
Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed.
Hindi.
Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do.
Oo nga.
As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good.
Nagangster
And
siya
by
ng
Tyr's
kapitbahay niya
blessing,
eh.
let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
That's a damn fine stable we have now. Lord, look at it.
Would you allow me to pay you with a pirate pay?
Okay na yan siguro.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need
so
you right
tama
where
ako.
you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon.
Nice one. Apat
Some
na.
interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She
Ano
spends
nangyari?
quite a lot of time at his burial mound.
Buisit.
Speak with her, if you have the
Tingnan.
time.
Ano, first person of view. Kausapin daw natin si ano eh. Namatayan. Nasaan? Ito. Ang layo pala. Nakalimutan ko na yung distansya dito.
You are the only father.
Tovi,
Eivor, it's Sven. He passed while I was away.
Tovi, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No one was. We had planned to brand Tekla's barrels that morning, and we talked about what we might have for supper. And when I went to collect him, he was in his bed, sleeping, I thought. But he was already gone.
I'm sure he went in peace.
But he went with plans. Things he wanted to do, things he meant to do. His death was so empty. Not like in our stories.
Sige. 3 muna tayo.
When we tell stories, the old and wise, they have this calm about them. They know when their end has come and they are ready. Sven wasn't ready. And I wasn't ready either. He was supposed to teach me things. I'm still learning. Everyone looks at me like I will simply carry on his work, as if nothing happened. Because they don't know. They don't know I'm not ready.
Life may ask more of us than we are prepared to give. But all we can do is our best. I was not prepared to lose my parents. But in a flash, they were taken from me. I pressed on, determined to live.
That must have been punishing. But you are so strong and so determined.
Someone else might have done better than me. Or worse. But this was the fate woven for me, so I live it. I know Sven believed in you, in your craft. So do you believe in him? Do you trust him?
He was the most skilled artist I have ever known.
And he chose you. You may step up or step down, whatever you decide. But know that he had faith in you.
Thank you, Eivor. I need to get home.
Be strong, Toby. And know you are valued.
Okay. Tara. Balik tayo sa pledge. Ito nga si Eivor eh. Yung magulang niya pinatay bigla-biglaan eh. Partida bata pa siya nun. Tsaka wala pa siyang alliance. Diba? Eh itong si... yung namatayan ngayon, mas kakayanin niya. Kasi may alliance siya. Meron siya mga kaibigan. Meron siya mga kaibigan na susuportahan siya. Diba?
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandbridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
Number 2, syempre.
Randvi, take a break. Let us make for Grandbridgeshire and get you out of this musty room.
Do you mean now? Right now?
Of course. You said you were tired of all this, so why not stretch your legs and fill your lungs?
I did ask, didn't I? You're right. Lead the way, Eivor.
Di ba shoutout to
Follow
ni
me.
si Guard? Yun yung pagkakaalala ko eh.
We won't take the longship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me. Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and...
Sabihin niya lang kung mali ako. Pero malakas talaga feeling ko na shoutout to ni si Guard.
I spend too much of my day in the longhouse.
We will need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Grandbridgeshire. If you know a better way, I would love to hear it.
Is swimming not an option?
Swimming? I don't know. Are you joking?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods.
Sabi niya swimming daw. Tara, bangka tayo. Lika dito. Malayo nito guys.
Please, Eivor. Not a long ship.
Right.
Hindi nga. Bangka nga lang eh. Bagal nito, promise. Dito lang tayo. Pwede pala dito eh. Tara. Tara dito. Tama ba to? Tama nga. O, diba? Hindi ko talaga matandaan kung Shota ba to ni Sigard.
It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the settlement. Isn't that awful?
You think safety awful?
To live one's life in so small a pen. Hear stories from you and the scouts without ever venturing further. Gods, do you smell that? The earth and the air. It is good to be out here.
Ang ganda pa ng mga puno, oh. Sobrang presko nito dati, no? Ngayon kasi yung hangin ngayon, sobrang pangit na eh. Sobrang toxic na, no?
Eivor, there. What is that?
This is where the Summer Army retreated when Grantebridge was lost.
Ah,
They seem to have resettled the city in full now.
Right, right. I know this land so well by its map, but to see it in person brings it to stunning life. A Roman marvel. I will not soon forget this sight.
ano to? Taas. Ay, ano yan? Wait lang, ah. Ano to? Ala! Kala ko nahulog pa ako. Talon! Ayun. Ala, ano yan? Uy! Uy, uy! Ala! Uy! Wait lang! Wait lang! Wala pa yung date ko. Uy, uy. Ano ba yan? Ano kaya to? Parkour. Parkour. Dali, malapit na. Ayun. Ano ba yan? Tattoo lang yun? Uy, iron. Ay, opal. Nice. Not bad, not bad. Diyan ka pa pala. Tara, baba tayo. Ay, hindi. Akit tayo. Sorry. Nauto ka ba? Baba siya eh. Ayos yan ah. Sorry, tapos na commercial. Let's go.
And here we are. Welcome to Grantebridge. We should make our way to the Longhouse.
Ah, it's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from a small village. They wanted a hub for
Ganda,
trade
no?
near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Well, it is impressive. Some interesting architectural ideas here too.
Tara, parking. Parking. Diyan ka lang, boy, ah. Tara. Baba ka na dyan.
Well, is that Eivor I see? It's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is it?
Yeah, good memory.
Good to see you again. This is Randvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randvi. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know,
Tayo
I
niya.
noticed the same thing.
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Soma rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open a new trade route with oxen and wood. Only now, in times of trouble, I have discovered I am not the surrogate leader I should hope to be.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of surly bandits have encamped nearby. To the east of the water's edge. They attack all merchants who travel here by river or road, and word is spreading quickly. It's keeping traders at bay.
That could cripple your town if it carries on too long.
It's crippled me already. The bastard stole my horse yesterday morning.
So what will
We
you...
can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Oh, that will ease
Grabe.
my mind. I have nothing to offer you for this deed, but the bandits surely would. Take from them what you like.
Good. Consider the matter handled. Eivor, come. We have a camp to raid.
Ibig sabihin, ano, kahit anong choice ko doon, i-raid talaga namin.
The bandits are camped on the river, he
Saan?
said. East of the water's edge.
You volunteered us for a fight, Randvi.
Kaya nga
Is
diba?
that your idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
Away from the table for a day and already you're lusting for blood.
A feeling you must know well, no? I have always wanted to experience the world as you do, and now I will. Unless you have a more interesting day planned for us?
We will help Magnian clear these bandits. But do not be rash when we fight them. The Raven clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord. I shall follow your order to the letter.
If I did not know any better, I would say you're teasing me.
Oh, certainly not,
Dying yan.
Eivor wolf-kissed iron-fisted Drenger. I would never tease one with such commanding authority.
Okay. Okay. Hindi ko talaga sure kung shota niya si Sigurd Sana hindi, no? Bagay sila ni Eivor Tsaka buti na lang, nag-switch ako ng character na hindi babae, no? Good choice
There.
din pala.
The bandit camp.
All right, stay close and do as I do.
Rude and look sternly at the horizon?
By all means.
Eradication area.
I thought you wanted to do this in secret.
You seemed hot for a battle, so here we go.
Ano ba yan? Bye. Try ko. Aray. Aray ko. Bye. Bye. Aray ko. Ako pala magbago. Bye. Lakin yun Ay, tabi. Ano ba? Aray ko. Bakit ka natakbo? Bakit ka natakbo, ha?
Now to deliver Magni.
I feel great.
There. That's done. Now to deliver Magni his horse.
Okay, wait lang. Madaming loot Uy, sama ako. Sama ako. Uy, kabayo. Tara. Pangit naman ang kabayo niya. Ang dugyot, no?
That was a thrill, Eivor. We are champions of Grantbridge. Do you know of any other towns that need liberating?
You don't think we have had enough drama for one day? We should return to the settlement.
Or we could have a drink to celebrate our victory.
At home. Tekla has all the mead and ale we could want.
Eivor, our outing has hardly begun. Find us an alehouse and let us make ourselves at home.
Let's return the horse. And if your thirst remains, we'll look around.
Mauna ka. Search ko nga mamaya kung shot. Ay, hindi. Wag na lang. Wag ko na lang i-search para ano. Para mabigla tayo. Kung just in case na mag-shota talaga sila. Sige. Pero sana banggitin.
Magni, we solved your bandit problem.
Did you? Well done! And did you find my sweet mare?
Your horse is outside, waiting for you.
Thank the gods she is safe. And thank you, Eivor. And your friend Randvi, wherever she is.
She is here somewhere.
Nawala bigla eh.
Eivor, over here. Look at this.
Ay, ano yun?
Someone is
Ay, lasing.
thirsty.
What are you playing
Lasing,
at?
lasing.
A drinking contest. You versus me. Wolf-kissed versus Table Maiden.
Randvi, we can do better than Table Maiden.
Mead Queen, then.
All right, let us drink.
Beautiful.
Magpapatalo ako. Papatalo ko guys ha. Kawawa naman si... Kawawa si Eivor. Kawawa eh. Okay, tapos na. Sige, bilisan ko na.
Good shot, Eivor. That has done you better.
Ay, sayang combo. Aray, sayang ulit. Aray. Ang lakas mo, Randvi, ah. Solid ka, ah.
Something after all.
Tumba, eh. Tumba si Randvi ba?
Any more and I'll drown.
Ha! I am the Mead Queen, slayer of wolves and barrels. I told you I would drink you under the table.
So, are you satisfied? My head is ringing like a bell.
More than satisfied. Now come, we'll ride this off and take in the air as we head home. After just one more stop.
Okay, saan kaya yun?
Randvi.
It's a sunken tower near a waterfall, close to home. We can stop for a look, and then you are free of me. It's near the highest point of a hill, just south of the settlement. Easy to spot, I'm sure.
All
Okay.
right, one last stop then.
I know it might not show, Eivor, but I am terribly excited.
Oh, it shows.
Already? Well, I do hope to see
Lasing
you
pa kayo,
again.
ah. Tara.
Randy, return any time.
I might have to, Magni. Thank you for everything.
No, thank you. Safe travels.
Thank you. Salamat. Let's go. Sana banggitin ni Eivor yung
I
parang
think you
ganito.
may have punctured
Ay,
poor
wait lang.
Magni's heart back there.
What can I say? Not the first, and it will not be the last.
I name you Randvi, slayer of bandits and breaker of hearts.
I will sound it with pride. Sunniva described this tower for me. A desolate yet peaceful place. I am eager to see it.
After a full day of action, finally you wish to calm down.
I've had my fill of adventure. Time for a little rest.
Sana sabihin ni Eivor na paano naman si guard kapag ginawa nila to, ganun, diba?
I was wondering something. You and Soma. Was there something more to your bond? You spoke of her with a particular shine in
okay.
your eyes.
Wala.
We grew very close, very quickly. Is that what you mean?
Hindi, wala. Wala sila ni Soma, wala.
No, I mean, did something happen between you two?
Wala.
What sort of question is that?
An innocent one. Innocent as a newborn babe.
Nothing happened between us.
Yeah, nice
That
one.
is my answer.
I find that disappointing. If I were you, I might have tested the waters. Eivor, entangled by a hardy Jarlskona as she leads her army to victory and prosperity. A rather appealing match.
I'm
Dying
going
yet.
to pretend your last words were taken by the wind, Randvi.
If you must. Look there, that must be the tower. Take the bridge.
Okay. Ito yung tower, diba?
Just as beautiful as Sunniva's stories tell.
This
Can you
month
imagine
pala.
how it looked when it was first built, hundreds of winters ago? Sometimes when looking at a map, I imagine little people in their little armies,
Ganda.
traversing the land. And now, staring at these ruins, I imagine people of old, how they lived, never knowing what would become of their monuments.
You have a fertile imagination.
I want a view from the top. Shall we?
Sure.
Lead on.
Ay.
Keep up!
Mind where
Okay.
you put your fingers. These stones are old and weathered.
Naan ba tayo? Bilisan mo naman.
You climb well for one who folds maps.
You jest, but I have raised the frames of longhouses and hammered the ribs of longships. My hands are calloused from hard work.
Eh di okay.
Well, well. Look at this.
Wow, ang ganda nga. Kaya pala.
A stunning view. It reminds me of my early years in Norway. How I used to climb the hills beyond the wood.
You have an adventurous heart. I hardly see it behind the table, but now I've watched you scale a tower in furs, soaking wet.
I was rowdy in my youth. Hunting, sailing. I was a wildling of the open air before I became this staunch and stoic woman. Married off in service of peace between two clans. A noble and worthy role, but not one I had ever imagined for myself.
You would have made a fine wandering warrior. A Jomsvikinger, free to come and go as she pleased.
I think so too. It may be we would have sailed together over the open seas, raiding or traveling.
Or faced each other on the field of battle. Without your marriage to Sigurd to secure peace, our clans might still be at war.
True. Very true.
Magshota nga sila ni Sigurd. Okay,
Thank you
walang
for
mangyayari
today.
dito.
Every bit of it has been a dream, and I'm not keen to wake.
Then don't. We can stay here as long as you like.
Yes.
What was that?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I got away from myself.
No need to apologize.
Sigurd is your brother, and I have put you in a very difficult position. The heart does not do politics like the head.
It may be the meat, it may be the air, but there's no need to apologize.
I am sober enough.
Sayang naman, magshota sila ni
The
Sigurd.
truth of it is, I have felt this way for some time now. I care for you, Eivor.
Shit. Ano kaya? Pwedeng 2 eh. Diba? Pwedeng 2.
Randvi, I do wish that I could indulge this feeling further. But that is not possible.
Of course. Yes. I was foolish to. Let this be a dream then. A moment that never happened but in our minds. I would not wish you to see me so weak as that.
You need feel no shame. This stays between us. And at worst, we have had a beautiful day. As friends and kindred spirits.
More than enough for me. I would like to stay here, if it is all the same to you.
I would like that.
Sayang naman. Sayang. Shit. Mahirap to eh kasi pinagkatiwala siya ni Sigurd eh. Mas okay na yung play safe tayo.
Randvi? Must have returned to the settlement.
Iniwan siya bigla eh, no? Uy! Feeling ko may something dito. Ay, wala. Ay, meron nga. Meron nga. Oh. Sa ilalim. Ilalim pa. Ay, no. Kita ko na. Ay, paano ba? Ah, sorry. Shit, ang lalim. Wow, ano yan? Gulat ako dun ah. Nice. Wala, mamamatay ako dito. Shit. Okay. Okay na pala. Tikan pa ako dun ah. Uy, meron pa. Nice. Ay, wag na lang. Sige. Next quest. Saan tayo? Okay. Doon tayo sa pledge. Hanap tayo ulit alliance. Uy, ayos ta. Tapos kainan. Ano to, buff?
Hey!
Ayos to, may ganun pala. Uy, tapos na agad? Okay. Ay, sorry. Hello.
Good day.
Okay.
Eivor,
Randvi, why did you leave? We could have returned together.
Oo
we
nga
could have, but I was restless. A quiet walk alone clears the head. And you do snore a little, like a wounded bear.
Sayang yan.
That's a lie.
I had a wonderful time, Eivor. Thank you for your company and your friendship.
And you for yours.
Now, shall we get back to it?
Sure. Ay, naku naman. Wait.
I should go.
Wait lang. Medyo nahirapan pa ako. Saglit lang ha. May nabasa ako dito. Kanina pa kasi ako nagbabasa guys, kung alam nyo lang. Nakita ko dito na sabi nga, si Sigurd has been traveling during the arranged marriage. The two are still strangers in many ways. Okay? Randvi's love for her husband Sigurd takes the same form as most in the Ravens clan. No admiration from a distance. Okay? Tapos dito, sabi dito, it is becoming increasingly difficult to look across the alliance table at Eivor. Ayan, malaking chance na maghiwalay din sila. Kung hindi naman, okay lang. Wala namang problema kung hindi sila maghiwalay. At least, wala akong ginawang masama. Diba? Mas okay na maging kaibigan muna sila. Tapos, saka na sila maging mag-shota, gano'n. Pinaka-best choice siguro na wag ko muna kausapin tungkol sa love.
I want to see the Alliance map.
$130. Dito muna tayo. Laki
What
na
of Xenophodshire? Sigurd told me he had business there.
Ah, yes. Sigurd is there now, in fact.
Sakto, nandun si
He
Sigurd.
bids you go meet him as soon as you
Ayos,
can. He has partnered with a rebellious Thane called Giedrich, and hopes to install Giedrich as Elderman in exchange for an oath. There is an alehouse at the center of Buckingham. Sigurd will meet you there.
Okay, tara.
I should join my brother then. Where is Buckingham?
Along the great Ouse River that divides Xenophodshire. Sigurd will be pleased to see you.
Oo nga. Tara. Ay, malapit lang pala. Saktong-sakto na hindi ko siya sinota. Nice one. Pero kung choice nila maging sila, okay lang. Siyempre magiging malungkot ako, pero okay lang. Saan siya? Layo, shit. Okay, sound trip na tayo habang nagwa-water trip. Ang layo, shit. Wala na nangyari. Nauntog. Nauntog lang kung kailan malapit na. Naka-follow river lang ako eh. Biglang nauntog ba? Kaya ba to? Ay, lakas. Sorry, hindi kaya. Malakas masyado. Sige, pahinga muna kayo dyan. Grabe, ang layo. Shit. Perfect landing.
Soldiers on alert. What has happened here?
Nandun siya.
Soldiers on alert. What has happened here?
Uy, may chest.
Zij werden standen toen mijn brooktest from Leicester. Bedankt ze aqua voor mij. On voor mij heeft toe mecht.
An alehouse. This must be it.
Okay. Okay, mali dinaanan ko, guys. Pangit ang pwesto ko, guys. Pwede ako kumikot. Try ko mag-whistle.
Wat is er aan wous? Het bieft in hel.
Nice one. Hindi ako nakita, guys. Basic gaming.
It's not here. I'll ask around.
Okay.
These soldiers always leave a bleeding mess.
Are you the alewife here?
You are not welcome here. I've had enough trouble with Danes today.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I'm looking for my brother, a large Norseman.
It was him what caused the ruckus. Him and that other one were here, talking to Thane Giedrich. Then Lady Edwin's soldiers swept in. A fight broke out. Your brother and the tanned fella got away. The soldiers nabbed Giedrich, though. I was sorry to see that. He's well liked in these parts.
Which way did my brother go?
What's it worth to you to find out?
I'm asking a simple question.
Look, Dane, you start a scene or a scuffle, and I'll scream for soldiers.
Ito pala yun. Okay. Kaya ka ba sila? Kaya ko to. Kaya ko to.
You're risking your life, and I'm the one who'll take it.
Oh my! All I know is they jumped through the window. Guards! Help! Help! Help!
It's you! You threatened on me! Come on, lads! It's a fight!
Sabi, nag-jump through the window lang. Wala na, hindi niya nakakita. Ay, joke lang. Kita niyo pala ako, guys. Kita pala ako. Saan kaya yun?
Much longer. Remain steadfast.
Daming pipe man,
much longer.
Smells like
Ayun.
a fish house. Good spot to hide.
naman. Paano ako makakadaan dito? Pintuan.
Wait! Stop!
Ahlan wa sahlan, Eivor.
We could have cut you to bloody giblets, Wolf-Kissed.
Why so unnerved, brother? It's not like you.
Half the soldiers of the Shire are hunting us. You must have noticed.
Is that why you haven't come home? You're playing hide and fetch with the Mercian soldiers.
Your brother's a busy man, Eivor. Weighed down by pressing duties.
It's good to see you again, Basim. Even if you haven't kept my brother trained on the task at hand.
It's not my place to lead your brother about like a bridled mare.
Now there's an idea. Brother, we should be forging alliances. Send this man back to his warren before he leads you astray.
Eivor, gods above, I'm grateful you've joined us. We have made strides towards an alliance, in fact. A local thane called Giedrich has pledged an oath to me.
I've heard of him. The alewife also mentioned a Lady Edwin who commands the soldiers. Why not ally with her?
Lady Edwin's husband was the Shire's elderman, until Gudrun's army ended his life. Now she's taken up her husband's fight, with the promise of aid from King Alfred of Wessex.
Edwin vows revenge on the Danes who stole her husband and her livelihood.
From what we know, Alfred is a fearsome king. If Edwin can win his full support, this Shire is lost to Wessex.
So to fight her, you've pledged your sword to a minor thane who likely commands a gang of farmers and fishermen.
Have faith, Eivor. A few hundred Saxons armed with hayforks and billhooks can be terrifying.
Gods.
All men and women, noble or peasant, have within them the seeds of something greater.
This is true. Sometimes greater than the average mind can fathom.
Well, Edwin has Giedrich in shackles now. All your plotting has turned to ash.
Not if we act soon. She dragged her prisoners to the Longhouse. With you here, we can mount a surprise strike.
If Giedrich is our best chance for an alliance, let's see it done. Sigurd, has Basim talked you into something of little reward?
Eivor, have you lost hope in my warcraft? I heed Basim's wisdom, but he follows my lead, always.
He has the look of one who trusts none but himself.
Basim is secretive by nature, but he is wise and forthright, and he has opened my eyes to a magnificent truth. He has promised me a reward so unusual, so incredible, it will shatter your mind to shards.
Brother, our bond has the iron heft of a war axe. Do not let Basim and his prophecies of good fortune sway you from our simple goal.
Never. Our goal is fixed. We shall soon be the lords of Mercia, then all of England. But Basim has a deep insight. He's read wisdom in the lines of my face and heard the litany of my forefathers, and, well, there will be time enough for my saga later.
Yan yun. Tato na naman. Pag tumalikod to, papatayin ka tong isa.
Best stay sharp.
God's justice awaits, coward!
Okay. You must be anonymous. Mamamatay ako. Ala, mamamatay nga ako guys.
That's it! Die! Should have run, rabbit!
Ako naman, may isa pa.
You'll suffer for that! I'll gut your corpse!
Pinakaaya ko yung pikeman eh. Kainaan ko to eh. Oh.
Edwin.
Tik pa ako dun ah.
Jesus, guide my blows!
Sa wakas.
Edwin, he's in there.
Come. Sigurd, kill this sweaty fishwife.
Stay your blades. This traitor Giedrich will face trial, as will all the treasonous thanes of this shire.
You're the traitor, Edwin, calling on Alfred of Wessex begging for his army.
Clap your mead hole, Giedrich, lapdog of the Danes.
You'll sell us out to Wessex, and that poxy-ass bastard Alfred. We won't have it.
Lady, there's no need for slaughter. We all want peace for Xenophoshire. Can we find some agreement?
You heathenish fork-tongued Dane. Foul-smelling heap, I shit on you all.
Lady, choose your next words with care, for you see before you the future master of all England, Sigurd, of the hungry Raven clan. Lay down your arms, free my friend here, and kiss my lordly feet. You will not get a second chance.
Sigurd, are you cracked?
And you can kiss my rosy red ass, wayface.
Grabe.
I've done with this offal. I leave them to you. Flay them alive and tan their flesh for saddles.
We have the advantage.
Giedrich, what have they done to you?
What kind of mess did you get yourself into?
Old timing! I can still fight these bastards!
Try to flank!
Aray ko, ang laki nun. Maray.
Run home! Away with you!
Sige na nga. Uy, aray. Wait lang guys ah.
Your time is come!
Aray ko.
Damn it to hell! The happy escaped!
Hindi ko nabasa tuloy.
Good lord, you fight well. Thank you for that.
Giedrich, this is Eivor, my stone-armed sibling.
Well met.
That was your plan, Sigurd? To charm the lady with your vague hope of kingship?
Prophecy, Eivor, not hope.
No time to squabble. Edwin's taken most of the Shire's thanes. She has her way. They'll be dead by supper.
Tend your wounds, Giedrich. We'll free your friends.
And what of the holy woman Fulke? You promised us a meeting with her.
I did, aye. But it's a fair mystery why you'd want to talk
Where is
with...
she?
Thane Holt will know. Fulke lives on his lands, but he'll be dead with the rest if you don't stop the trial.
Tell us where, and we'll go now. Their lives depend on the speed of your tongue.
Southwest of here, halfway to Oxenaforda, at the Lichvila garrison.
Basim, Eivor, to horse!
Okay. Wait lang. Dito muna tayo. Ah, okay.
Off again, Eivor. You and I, with blades drawn and hearts ablaze.
Saan yan? Tatawid kami? Tatawid nga. May daanan ba? Wala.
Basim spoke of.
An ally, Eivor. A most important ally. A holy woman who trades in prophecies and secret knowledge.
That is not the sort of alliance we're looking for, Sigurd.
No, it's even better. You cannot imagine what discoveries await.
You're speaking strangely, brother.
Hindi na ako natatawa, okay?
My heart's alight with the fuel of battle fire.
Yes, Sigurd. Like old times.
Ayun, doon ako natawa.
There's the trial. I should not be seen in this area.
Okay. Kaso nakita agad ako, no? Ay, hindi.
They are about to execute the prisoners.
Okay, may time.
Subjects of the Lady Eowyn have betrayed their oaths to the Shire. Not true. Silence. They stand accused.
So, kailangan ko mag-ingay.
Spreading calumny against our sainted Lady Eowyn and engaging in sedition and general disreputable acts. Big shite! Each shall be called to confess his perfidy. Confession grants a toad's death. Failure to confess earns a disgraceful death. Thane Brant, I stand innocent. Do you confess to cravenly plotting to betray Lady Eowyn? A rebel! Execute the prisoners at once! Rescue us! We can help! I'll ring the bell. I stand with Giedrich.
Rego. Isa pa. Mali ako.
Spread out toad's death. Failure to confess earns a disgraceful death.
These are stalwart Danes. What have they done wrong?
Lady Thane Brant, I stand innocent. Do you confess to cravenly plotting to betray Lady Eowyn? My father, his father, and his father's father all fought for Mercia. I have fought for Mercia. Now you would shackle us to the whoremonger of Wessex? This trial is a The executioner's been killed. Wow! Get the murderer!
The brush won't hide you. I owe you my life, friend. I stand with Giedrich.
Tara.
Give up, you shit!
Tara.
We watch each other's backs!
Ah, nasa loob pala.
You're dead! Fight for Giedrich! No escape, you yellow dog! Yeah! We keep our wits about us.
Break this bleeding cage open, would you? Giedrich sent me to find you. Let's go, now.
I'll make you pay!
Let's go. Basic gaming. Hala.
That's justice for you!
Tara.
You'll regret this!
Let's
Tara, tara. Let's go.
We can talk safely over there. We fought with our Weasley Elderman for years. Now his widow wants to lop off our heads. Bless you all. Thanks to you, I live to pay Lady Edwin back in blood. I am Thane Holt. Does Giedrich live? He is safe in Buckingham.
Good, Thane. We are at your side in this fight, to keep this land in the hands of those who love Mercia, be they Saxon or Dane.
God in heaven knows I'd sooner see a Dane married to my daughter than sell a man of Wessex one of my pigs. If Giedrich is behind you, then I am too.
We're told you know of a holy woman, Fulke. Where is she now?
Can we not fixate on this cipher, Fulke? Edwin is our focus.
Fulke holds a secret that may turn the tide of this fight. Without her, I cannot achieve my full purpose here.
The madwoman Fulke? If you want my backing, brother, you'll explain yourself. How is a madwoman central to your plans?
When we find her, I will tell you all you wish to know. Until then, nothing.
Understand this. Fulke is a heretic, a sower of poisoned knowledge, and an enemy of the Church. She claims to have seen or spoken with God himself, and for this, Lady Edwin had her imprisoned, I know not where.
At a monastery, I suppose. We should make inquiries.
Sigurd, do we not owe Giedrich some word of what has happened here?
You can speak with him in my stead, but we must hurry. Fulke's life may be in danger.
We risk losing all the gains we've made here for the sake of this woman.
Trust me, Eivor. Fulke is of great importance. You'll soon understand.
I hope I will.
We have a camp to the east, at Linforta, an old harbor on the Great Ouse. Meet us there.
We Thanes will raise a fear and join with you to take down Edwin, whatever it takes. Bring this news to Giedrich, and tell him we'll be ready when he calls. Every man will be needed.
Okay. Report back to Giedrich. Saan yan? Alam ko malayo yan eh. Ito yun, no? Check ko na tayo quest. Level 90 eh, no? Pero kayang-kaya ko. Ganun ako kalakas, guys. Siguro last mission na to. At ako yung nagugutom na. May kalaban pa ba dito? Feeling ko wala na eh. Speaking of,
She's well supplied, that's for certain. Well done. Oil jars, spring-oiled arrows, fodder and the like. Take what's useful and burn the rest.
Giedrich.
Eivor, do the Thanes live?
Every single one. They've set out to raise a fear of fighting men. They all stand with you, Giedrich.
We'll need every pike and poker we have to take down Edwin. And you, and your brother, are you still with me?
I like your bluntness, Giedrich. My axe is yours.
Our brothers too.
Edwin's plopped her haunches down in her castle now. She has men and supplies coming. Curse her eyes. Where is your brother and the odd fellow?
They continue their search for the woman Fulke. He seems to think she will help us chase Edwin to an early grave. But I do not understand how.
You do what you must, Eivor. I'll ready what men I've got for the coming fight. I'll move towards Kinnabella Castle and bring up the Feared for an assault. Edwin's fortress is strong and sure.
Is there anything I can do to weaken her grip on the Shire? Or make her anxious?
Ah, there's a notion. You could chip away at her flag bearers if you see them, and defend my Feared if any are in strife. We stole some of her supplies here. If you find any other stores like this, destroy them.
That I can do.
When you're ready for war, you'll find me at a camp near Kinnabella Castle.
I come from mining country. We didn't have much.
So ang quest ko, hunting. Saan makikita mga yan? Ah, dito. We can hold on. Sige. Try ko muna mag-upgrades. Ramdam ko na kainaan ko eh. Balik man ako sa town namin, tapos mag-upgrade lang ako. Hala, nag-crash. Taing yan. O sige guys, hanggang dito na lang po muna tayo ngayon. Maraming salamat sa mga nanood at nanatili sa series na to. Sa next video ulit, salamat!